So Payday 3 just delayed their patch. Their big 200 bug patch. The patch that shouldn't even be there to begin with because there shouldn't have been 200 bugs in the game. I understand there being a couple bugs, but 200 on launch? Wow. And the funny thing about that is it confirms what I said in my last video about the game not being ready to come out. This game was so not ready to come out, it should have been delayed till this month or the month after that. It's almost been a full month. In 2 weeks, it'll be a month since this game came out. And they're pushing back bugs and the game wasn't ready to come out. But that's beside the point. That's not what I'm trying to get at. Today's video is about my wants of what they should add in the game in the next coming months. Because they are going to be working on this game for years to come. So what should they add? And what should they add now? So number one, I think they should add the ability to create your roster again. In Payday 2, you had the ability to choose any heister you want with you at all times. So the people that I had in Payday 2, the heisters I had with me, were Wolf, Sangrez, and Jacket. And then I played as Houston because I really liked his character. So in this game they have 6 characters to choose from. Wolf, Dallas Chains, Hoxton, Joy, and what's her name? We'll call her Candace because I just don't remember her name right now. And to be able to choose who you want for these heists would make sense for the story. Because in the story, the blonde girl comes in and then she's supposed to be doing the heists and stuff like that. But if you don't use her or Joy, which I haven't so far, what's the point of having them if you're not going to be able to at least put them on your roster so they can be around while you do your heists? Another thing I think they should add is some of the classic characters that weren't like licensed out to them. That excludes Jacket, John Wick, you know, those people, those movie characters. I think the ones that they did have, like Joy's a good one because they brought back that, but like Sangrez and Bonnie and those type of characters, because those are Payday's characters and they should bring those, if not all of them, back. I understand that, you know, some of them won't be back, but for the story's context, since everyone's assets were seized, I think they should bring back those characters. Another thing I think they need to bring out is the classic heists. In Payday 2, you had your classic section with the First World Bank and those heists from Payday the Heist. In this game, I think they should add, maybe not all the heists, because there was a lot of heists, but some of the really good ones, and I think they should add the classic ones as well, like the First World Bank. From Payday 2, I think they should bring back the Big Bank, the Benevolent, because, you know, having 2 big banks in the game would be kind of fun, because you already got Golden Shark from this game, and then you can go do the Benevolent in the classic section, like separated off from the story. You could have your classic heists, which would include the Big Bank, maybe the First World Bank would be put in there, Cook-Off, another diamond store like the diamond store from Payday 2, Hotline Miami, if they do bring back Jacket, which would be fun. The Diamond was fun. Doing a car shop like heist in this game would be cool. Add another casino or bring back the Golden Grin. Some of the Christmas stuff was fun. I'm sure they're going to do Christmas stuff. Scarface Mansion, if they bring that back, which I'm sure they're not. Licensing was tough in that last game. But just stuff like that. Those classic games. Those classic heists. If they bring that back, I think they would make this game 10 times better as far as replayability, and maybe add some of their new features to it, like the code for the vaults or whatnot. That would be really cool to see modernized and updated classic heists. So as far as characters go and who they should bring back, I'm going to give you 2 lists. One of characters that they have, like that are theirs, Paydays, and then the second list will be, you know, the characters that are from movies and whatnot. So they should definitely bring back Houston, Dallas's brother. Gyro, he was really fun when he used the katana. He's got his own voice lines in that game, if you didn't know, which a lot of people did, or do. Bonnie, a lot of people like Bonnie, I wasn't a big fan. Clover and Sydney, people like them a lot. I like Sydney more than Clover. Sangrez, him because I used to rock him, so he's just going to be on my list. Duke, his voice lines were amazing. So for movie and video game characters, I think that they should bring back. I think all of them should come back if they can. I don't know if they retain the license for, you know, John Wick and those kind of characters. But Bodhi, John Wick, Jimmy, and Scarface, I think they should all come back. Those were really fun. Using John Wick didn't make sense for his character, but it was fun to use and it was a video game. Heists like Go Bank, if they still have licensing, I think they should bring back Go Bank. So if they were able to retain any of the licenses, they should bring stuff like that back. And now I want to talk about the characters that they should add, which they don't already have in the last game. Two I think which would be really funny if they did, was Jesse and Walter White. Just imagine that. I mean, they already they like the series. They've paid a lot of homages to him, the blue meth, that kind of stuff. And just imagine you're playing the game and you hear Walt or Jesse's voice lines. They kill a cook and like, yeah, bitch, or something like that. That would be so fucking funny. If they're feeling generous, add back Gustavo Fring, which I know would be a little weird since they're played by Giancarlo, who played the dentist in Payday 2. But I don't know, be kind of fun. And he got all of his work taken care of for him, kind of. He did some things for himself. But just imagine being able to use him with the other heisters and having another black character in the series, because I think the only black character we had was Chains, right? That's the only black character we have right now. So adding another black character to the series would be really nice. And it would be 10 times nicer if that black character was either the dentist or Gus Fring. Also, they can try something like celebrity collaborations. You know how Call of Duty's doing that right now, and I'm not a big fan of it, but it would be nice to play as celebrities such as like Snoop Dogg or cool characters or cool celebrities like that. That would be very interesting. Maybe some musicians or whatnot. I know it doesn't make sense, but it didn't make sense for Call of Duty either. And if they're gonna add something like I suggested, like a separate thing apart from the stories, having characters that don't make sense would make sense for that scenario. So the next topic I want to bring up is something that I don't necessarily understand why they took this feature out of the game. It was a great feature, it was a very rewarding feature. But I brought on someone who is way more popular, way more experienced on this subject. I'd like to welcome my first featured guest on this channel, OrngeMemes.
Hey guys, Orange here. This guy's flattering me quite a bit by saying I'm more popular and experienced, since he's just as qualified to speak on this matter as I am. I made a video about the many missing things from Payday 3 at launch, and I'm glad Michael asked me to hop on over to his channel and talk about a feature that I didn't go too far in depth on in my video. That feature is the Safe House. The Safe House was a feature of Payday 2 which Starbreeze and Overkill went pretty ham on. Not only were there plenty of upgrades to make to it, along with offering a visual representation of your accrued cash, like I said in my video, but there are also items that could be displayed upon completion of achievements. So, not only could you show off your many dollar bills, but you could also show off how many special units you killed by displaying your anime dozer helmet. The amount of funny trophies you could get was quite astounding, even if some of them were locked behind the paid DLC packs in which their heists were found. Even after 260 hours, I have only unlocked 27 of the 66 trophies in the game. So while Payday 3 is getting more content added to it, I'll likely be working on gathering these and some other achievements in the meanwhile. Alright, now I'm gonna toss the mic right back over to Michael. Here you go.
Oh shit!
Dude, you were supposed to catch that.
Oh, man. Well, thank you to OrngeMemes for coming onto this video. Please go check him out. His link will be in the description, and please check out his video on the many missing things on Payday 3. That's what put me onto him, and I'm sure that everyone will enjoy that video. But again, thank you so much to OrngeMemes. So now I'm thinking, how have I gone this long in the video without talking about it? But it's the offline modes. When I first started playing on the PS3, I didn't have a lot of friends who played Payday 2, because all my friends would either play Black Ops 2 or Minecraft or things like that, because I was a kid, but I really enjoyed this game and I played a lot with my cousin, and I still play with my cousin to this day. But when I hopped on and they were having server issues and stuff like that, I was like, alright, I'll turn off my internet and I'll play some offline. And you can't play anything offline, which is crazy because you're trying to get that. I play solo a lot, and you're trying to get that experience. You're trying to figure out the banks, and you're trying to figure out all this stuff, and you can't if their servers are down. How you, it's crazy. You can't play this game unless you're online, and that's just something that they have to add. Like, they're saying that they're thinking about it. It's a possibility. No, it has to happen. There is no way that this game can go on without having an offline mode, because inevitably in the future, in the next 20 years, 10 years, fuck, I don't know, in the next, we'll say 15 years, not everyone's gonna be playing this game anymore. And if they don't improve it, then, you know, it's gonna die a lot faster than that. And say you want to come back to this game after how many years? You're on the PS7, right? And you want to come back to this game. It's like, oh well, I'll just go to Payday 2 instead, because they don't have their own dedicated servers like this game does. And when these servers go down, and they will, you know, in a couple years, not in a couple years, but like in 15 years, if the servers go down and you want to come back to this game, you can't. You can go back to Payday 2, you can go back to Payday the Heist, no problem. But this game, you can't. And that's really sad for the future of gaming, because a lot of things are online now. Even Call of Duty took a step back from their campaign on Black Ops 4, which was quite a long time ago, if you think about it. But still, just the thought of no one likes to play by themselves anymore. They only like to play online. It's a crazy thing to think about, because when I was growing up, I played a lot of multiplayer games with another person. Like, I'd play the Lego games, or I'd play Disney Infinity when it came out, and I would play a lot of those couch games. And it's sad to see that, like Spider-Man 2, when everyone was expecting a multiplayer so you can play with a friend, it doesn't do that. I feel like that type of gaming has kind of been lost to developers. I don't think they recognize that people do want that, and you can make money off of that. And like this game, where they're relying on you to have people to play with it. When you're playing Overkill on loud, it's virtually impossible. And I just think that they need to take a step back and realize that, you know, sometimes people like to play offline or by themselves or with one person, right? I play with my cousin because he's the only one who has a PS5 who plays this game right now, in my friend group. And it's like, come on. Make the game viable to any type of playstyle, whether it be with 4 people, whether it be with 1 person or 2 people. You have to include everyone. And the way that they're talking, and they're trying to force you into one category of playing the game, and it's almost like they're punishing you for, you know, wanting to play by yourself or with 1 person. So that's my wants and needs for this game. If anyone likes it, please let me know. If anyone in Starbreeze listens to it, if they're trying to listen to people's feedback, I don't know, take it into consideration, the things I've said in this video. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.